Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of r/AskReddit. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. What is your NSFW secret that you are proud of? A few times a year, I translate hentai Jap dashing so that other people can enjoy the story too. You are a gentleman and a scholar. Thank you for your service. I'm a hip disarticulate amputee on my left side, meaning they took the entire leg. I just have a fleshy lump there, right up next to my crotch. This means I get to say my dick is longer than my left leg as a factual statement. There are very few good things about being an amputee, so I take what I can get. Deleted. Whoa, great story. This sounds like the best relationship to have with anyone. Sorry for my bad English, it's my second language. Not sure if this fits here. Not proud of the moment, but I am proud of the result. Me and my wife had kids and decided that was enough children. We got married after the kids were born and went on a honeymoon. We got drunk and had sex without protection. The next day we panicked a bit and went to a drug shop and got a regret pill. My wife took it at the hotel room. Crisis cancelled. After this we thought nothing about it and continued with the honeymoon. Like half an hour late she gave me a blowjob. She never ever gives me blowjob ass as she chokes easily, so this was a real treat for me. When I came hard, and the cum shot landed at the back of her mouth, and she puked all over the floor and my dick. We laughed it off and joked about it for the rest of the vacation. A few weeks after, when we came home, she did not get her period. We got anxious and it turned out she was pregnant. The only time we had sex without protection was at that hotel room. When she puked after the blowjob, she must have puked out the pill as well. So now we have 3 kids. The youngest is as amazing as the other 2, and I am proud to have him. But he must never ever find out how he was conceived. On our honeymoon, my wife gave me a blowjob while I was standing at the window to our hotel room, looking out over Niagara Falls, Canadian side. To this day, I'm proud to say that I've received a BJ while looking down on one of the natural wonders of the world. And Niagara Falls. I once farted as I got on a packed train in London. I knew it was a killer but played it cool. The doors closed behind me and 10 seconds later a girl sitting next to her boyfriend hits him and shouts, "You're disgusting." Poor guy took one for the team. Oh man, I had a similar one to this. I was at work talking to a customer and had to fart. Fortunately it was silent, but as soon as it hit my nose I thought I was caught for sure. Then the guy leans over to his wife and points at their baby, and says, "I think she pooped." My first blowjob was from 2 girls at the same time. I think I set the bar a little too high a little too early. Wondering how long that lasted, can't think myself lasting more than 2 minutes. I rode a bike for a 40-mile journey on LSD in Tokyo during the height of cherry blossom season. This sounds magical. I'm impressed. I once had to call into court as a witness for an altercation that happened at my work. I was placed under oath over the phone. My girlfriend at the time blew me the entire time. I'll tell the truth and nothing but the truth, so help me good. Cut to interior courtroom, a crowd stunned in silence, as they listen to very audible dick-sucking noises over speakerphone. My GF put a grapefruit on my wong once. I have to delete this before she sees it. Grapefruit, yo man. I'm currently in a friends with benefits situation with one of my senior manager. It started with a drunken night out, and now we fuck pretty much every day. It's quite awkward in the office because she is my boss's boss, and during our business review meetings my face goes red when she asks me something. I fucked my then girlfriend, now wife, on the conference room table of an old job one night. Boss held a training class in there the next day. Any poop stains left behind? I used to have bulimia, and after years of self-induced vomiting, have no gag reflex whatsoever. Seriously, when I get with a guy and he finds that out, the reaction is priceless. RIP your inbox, if anyone actually sees this. Also, I have a question about this, because you're actually not the first person I've seen who has this particular trait. Does the whole no gag reflex thing mean that you simply don't feel things hitting the back of your throat anymore? Whenever people mention having no gag reflex, I always just imagine guys absolutely going to town in a really aggressive manner, which is perhaps not the case. This feels like a stupid question, but how do you force yourself to puke without a gag reflex? Removed. You'll love this one. Okay, story time. I was at a mall when the volcano tacos first came out at Taco Bell. I had like 10 of them. 2 hours later when I was in a JCPenney I had to shit. So I went in the bathroom and let loose probably the most foul and disgusting shit I have ever had. It burned on the way out, and smelled like death. The best part is I heard a guy walk in, loudly gag and say, "Nope, fuck this shit." I had a shit so bad a person couldn't enter the bathroom. I'm proud of that one. The first time I came home on leave from the army, I hadn't seen my wife in 7 months. We stayed at my parents' house. She had moved in with her mother in that time to save money. My parents went out the first night we were there to see a movie without us, in a kind of wink-wink nod-nod situation. I had been in an incredibly stressful environment for 7 months without seeing my wife. I was also now highly physically fit. I fucked that girl so hard I broke my cherrywood bed frame, and the bed collapsed underneath us. I was pretty busy that week and forgot to fix it before I left for Germany. The first phone call to my dad, he said, "Oh yeah, laughing, I fixed your bed frame for you. I don't know what you did to that poor girl, but I hope she's alright," more laughing. AskReddits like this always makes me wonder if I just have an exceedingly boring life, or if people are just phenomenal liars. You also have to remember that the 50 people who have real kinky stories are an incredibly small portion of the population. Deleted. Sarah. Is it the feeling from being kissed or kissing someone? In high school, my girlfriend blew me in her church's storage room in front of a big statue of Jesus. The Lord was kind that day. Blessed be the BJ, amen. When I was in college, I lived in a dorm that had a pool table room. One night, I was drunk with my then boyfriend, and we stumbled in there at around 3 a.m. to have sex. We ended up stripping down totally, not really caring about our nudity since the dorm was dead that night. While we were doing the deed, we ended up on the ground on the non-door facing side of the table, and almost immediately, someone opens the door and turns the light on. X and I freeze. I turn my head to look under the table, and see their feet freeze as they see our clothes scattered everywhere. Not a noise was made, no one moved, complete awkwardness for what felt like forever, aka about 7 seconds. The other guy just turned the light off and backed out, and we never got caught. I once made my college girlfriend scream so much and so loud during an orgasm that her downstairs neighbor, a kind, elderly woman, came upstairs, rapped on the door and insisted that if she didn't hear my GF's voice immediately, she was gonna call the cops. We both lay in bed, laughing as my GF reassured her that she was quite well, thank you. After that, she tended to cram a pillow or stuffed animal in her mouth to muffle the sound effects. LOL. Downstairs neighbor also works as a euphemism for vagina. Oh god. Once right before a friend came over, my husband and I were having sex. When they knocked on the door they said they parked down the street and could hear me from there. I was so mortified. Once, I hung a poster by standing on a Raleigh chair. He said NSFW, not NSFL. I was the male star of a porn shoot on an amateur website based in Ocean City, Maryland during the late 90s. While the first time I've seen OC mentioned on here, great. My bed is broken from having sex. It was already a little broken before from something else. But recently, in the middle of fun time, my bed caved in. It was hilarious, but at the same time it scared the shit out of me. Something else. My former housemate broke his bed masturbating. I masturbated and finished 7 times in a day once. You gotta pump those numbers up, those are rookie numbers in this racket. I nut in No Nut November. You're a rebel. I fingered my GF while we were in a bus. The bus was quite full, and she was the one who dared me to try something naughty, and she almost got us caught too. Maybe somebody noticed, but didn't want to bother. I can fuck a girl while wholly supporting her with my arms. I used to be overweight and pretty weak, so I'm pretty proud of this, and have no one to tell IRL without coming off like a douche. I'm skinny and scrawny and really wish I could do this. My ex kisses the guy she left me for with the same tongue she used to stick up my ass. It's a secret pride that makes me happy. She was kissing you with the tongue she was actively sticking up his ass though. My butt plug collection. I've got 25 unique plugs. Said it once and I'll say it again. U/poop_maniac 2020. I pee sitting down. I poop standing up. I once shagged a girl who worked in post-delivery. While I was signing the delivery, she said something in my house smelled nice. I had just made coffee and wanted to offer her a cup, so I said, I know, you wanna come in, which she did. She grabbed my crotch within 10 seconds and then my brain went, fuck it, let's do this I guess. She didn't get to drinking any coffee though, sad face. My life sucks. This sounds like an actual porn opening. Picked up a hooker at a bar, didn't pay, didn't get robbed. Same story again with another one, except she didn't want to use a condom, so I for the first time said no to sex. Hooker that doesn't want to use a condom. Suspect AF. I once fisted 2 guys at the same time. It's not even a turn on for me. But I was drunk as fuck, and after a night out a friend asked me to go to this sex dungeon. I was wandering around the rooms and stumbled on 2 guys with their asses in the air. When in Rome, If someone asked me to go to their sex dungeon, I think I'd pass. If it were an orgy dome or a babe palace, I'd maybe have a different answer. Deleted. Sucked my own dick. I was so excited when I could finally do this, and after I tried it the first time, it felt more like I was sucking a dick than getting a blowjob. Never did it again. Deleted. I'm sure she was totally not Sarah. My girlfriend goes nuts with just a single fingernail lightly and slowly traveling across her back. I've never seen anything quite like it, but the pleasure she gets from it is so intense that I derive pleasure from just observing. Deleted. I recently brought a MILF, 50, home. Brother, she brought you home. Got a handjob from my GF while her parents were driving us back from Disney World. Holy shit. You too? Disneyland here. Awkward eye contact with her mom in the rearview mirror was different. I'm not only really good at giving blowjobs, but I really enjoy it as well. I love pleasing my partner. I can also orgasm without even touching myself, and I have a very high sex drive. I'd be happy to have sex/give blowjobs every single day. Hey to me. Your partner. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.